Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to try a paint pour. So 4 years ago when I started my art journey, I was dabbling with doing some paint pours, and I really liked it. And then I decided, I'm going to try painting, and you know, one thing led to another, and so I haven't done any for a while, but I've really been feeling like I want to do another one. I have a bunch of old canvases that I needed to paint over anyways, so I painted over this one. You can actually see a little bit of a house, but this is gonna be black. And then I have some bright red, some yellow, and some orange. So these ones are mixed with the acrylic flow medium. So I do have some other colors because I want to do another one, but those ones are just mixed with water. So I've never used the flow medium in any of my paints. So yeah, I don't know. So I mixed these up a little while ago. This is still pretty thick, so I'll probably thin this down just a smidge. Yeah, I'll just thin them down just a little bit more. I've kind of let them sit so some of the bubbles would come out. These are old paints. These are paints from 4 years ago when I just started. So, I figured might as well use up some of the paint supplies that I have and see if I can do something, you know, make something pretty. I don't know. So I'm going to try, I've got my blow dryer here. I've never done a blowout. I think that's what they call them. So we're going to try that, and we will see what kind of disaster I can make. So I did set up another table in my studio so that I could do these on, because I know they're going to take a little bit of time to dry. So, all right, let's... So I guess I'm going to switch over to some water because that is really goopy, and so I don't even know. Yeah, this looks much better. So I'm hoping that I can get these bubbles out. The red looks good. Yeah, we're gonna call that, we'll call that a little bit more water and we'll call it good. So the yellow is a heavy body paint. So I knew that one was gonna be much heavier. All right, so that's better. That's better. So the only thing that I need to do is grab my torch, because I know I'm going to need it. So I have just mixed up some black, and we're going to use that as the bottom. Like I said, I don't have a dang clue what I'm doing. I did put some parchment paper over some chucks because I'd like to try to save some of the paint skins so that I can make jewelry with it. So I'm like, worst case scenario, we get some different skins. So I'm just gonna pour a good amount on here. And hopefully that's enough. All right, so let's see. Do I just try and do that, or do I use my blow dryer? I'll try to get it spread around, and then I'll just use the blow dryer to get it completely covered. So I did more like chain pulls and kind of stuff like that. So this is really basically my first attempt. So I'm going to put my blow dryer on cool, and I'm going to go on low, and I'm just going to try to get this to the edges. And I guess we'll put it on one. There we go. Well, so much for that working. Let me get some more black. I thought I had mixed another black up, but I did not. So hang on, let me get some more black. I just don't think there's enough down there. I'll be right back. So I had to mix up some more, but I had to use this thicker, heavy body acrylic because I didn't have any more of the cheaper stuff. So this one's going to be a little thicker, but I just want to get... So now I'm scared that my blow dryer is not going to blow my flowers. Oh, why do I try something new on camera? All right, so... And it looks like two different color blacks because it is. So I'm just going to let it run over a little bit. So it might just give some interest to the piece, who knows. And then we'll come down. Go over one corner. Okay. And then we'll bring it back a little bit. And let me grab some paper towels because that's another thing I forgot. I've got black all over my roll. Yeah, I should have put my gloves on earlier. I wasn't expecting to do that, but let's get some of these bubbles popped. And like I said, these paints are so old. Okay, let's see a few more bubbles. That's why my hands always look gross, guys, because when I do something, I just do it. All right, so I want this to be more flowers. Whether that's going to work, I have no clue. And my paints have been sitting for a couple hours, and they're still pretty bubbly, but we're just going to go for it and see. All right, so I'll do the red. Then we'll do some orange. You know, and my paint might still be too thick. Like I said, I'm not, I haven't done this in forever, and I've never done this particular thing. So yeah, just bear with me. We will see what kind of disaster we can get. All right. And now I'm really scared. Okay, so where do I want to? Let me move my paints, because those of you that have followed me for a while know how klutzy I am. So we're going to have nothing to spill except for our canvas. All right, so let's get this hair off. I'm going to start on low and see if it works. I'm going to go on high. There we go. So, not quite what I envisioned. This is, but I don't know. It's like I don't know if I should be using cold or hot heat. I had it on cool. I'm going to, let's try to stretch it a little bit and see. My hands are already filthy, so let's just see. I probably just didn't have enough paint. Like I said, I've never done this before. So we're just gonna try to stretch some of that down to get something in that corner. I don't mind a little negative space. And I'm sorry guys if the whole thing is not on frame. I know I got bitched out on my last video, but you know, you can't be perfect all the time. And trust me, I'm never perfect. So, all right. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So, I think this is, this would be like how it's hung, I would assume. Let me, and I'm just gonna torch again, because I do have some bubbles. I would like to get out of there. So, note to self, I need my paint thinner the next time. So there are still a few bubbles, but let's see. I do want to bring out a few points. And maybe if I use this part of the brush. Just to give a little bit of movement. So I have like no cell activator, no, you know, no nothing in my paint. I'm like, I'm not buying another thing if this isn't something that I want to continue to do. So yeah, any of you guys, I know there's a bunch of you that have done this before. If you could give me some pointers, I would appreciate it. You know, was my paint too thick? Do you need a thicker base and thinner colors? That I don't know. And I don't want to over torch, but I do want to pop some of those pesky bubbles. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's giving it a unique look, but all right, so I do have a rogue head there. And one there. Come on. And one there. So All right. So let me slide it back here because I know I'm out of frame. So I do want to wipe my bottom here. Now, the other thing I'm sure I forgot is I probably should have taped my bottom, which I did not. So I will just kind of keep wiping the edges here so that I don't get any puddles. So for my first attempt, I don't think it is too bad. All right. Me. And I know I have a water bottle here somewhere. So let me just spray my hands with water to get some of this off. And then I can grab a baby wipe. So yeah, so we didn't get the flowers that I wanted. I don't know if I should have used the Let's Resin heat gun, if that would have been better. If it would have had more force. I don't know. This one didn't have a lot of force. But maybe it's because my paints were too thick. So yeah, I don't know. I do have another canvas covered, and I do have more paints mixed up. So you might see another video after this video, even though you won't have been able to give me your input yet. But overall, I really like it. I used a little too much yellow. So next time I will go way less on the yellow, more on the red. I like how I got a little bit of green in there and down here. So yeah. I don't know, for my first attempt, I think it's good. It's the colors that I wanted, that flame throwing, yeah. So I will let this sit until it drips, finish dripping. And as far as paint skins, I don't think we'll have any because it's mostly black. So what I'll do is I will just kind of scoop this up and put it in a smaller cup, I guess. And then I can reuse that for something else. Okay, guys, before I go and get my hands all cruddy again, so this was a very short video for those of you that like short videos. And yeah, and I'm going to post this on both of my channels. So that way there, it's going to give everybody a chance to see it. So even though it's not the best video or the best, it didn't give me what I wanted, it's still pretty. So yeah, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.